What's up guys, Shadowbloke here, and welcome back to another installment of my fists only run of Fallout 4. Now I know it's been a long time since my last Fallout video, but I've been doing a lot of work with like my best of compilation and things like that, and obviously with like Christmas and the New Year that's come and gone, I haven't really had a whole lot of time to do any videos, for a matter of fact. So, since that's all gone though, I should hopefully be getting things back to normal, because I'm hoping that I should have a Black Ops 3 video by the time this comes out. But there's been quite a lot of changes since my last video and all the stuff that I've done off camera. So let me just quickly run through all that with you guys. I got a new haircut, which is as close as I could get it to Harold Punchparty the First's hairdo, but it's much better than the old one I had. This definitely makes me incredibly satisfied with him. I've also had a few upgrades to my power armor, because my power armor was previously a full suit of T60 power armor, and it does still have a few bits of T60 power armor left, but now it's mostly XO1 power armor, which is the strongest power armor in the game. I mean, my right arm and right leg is still T60, but the rest of it is XO1, and as you can see there, I've modded out the torso with reactive plates, so that reflects 50% of melee damage back to an attacker, and I also got hydraulic bracers for my left and right arms, which increases my unarmed damage by 30 points while I'm wearing this power armor. So that's all good. So we're going to go and do some of the main quests now anyway. And the other thing I should mention is that I'm now level 45, which means I've got a lot of new perks to go over, but I'm going to try and do that whilst I'm doing all this stuff and getting back to Virgil, because I need to go and see him about this Corsa chip. So if you'll give me a moment, I've written down all the new perks I got. I got rank 3 of Idiot Savant, so now whenever I get a, well, any time that I earn extra XP for doing it, chance of tripling a triple XP killing spree, so I get triple XP for any kill that I get within like 30 seconds of that buff activating. But it will come up with a little symbol saying that like I get quintuple XP for anything, and then if that effect activates, it will come up again saying that any kill I get within the next 30 seconds will net me triple XP. Let's see. I also got the Lone Wanderer perk. I got the first rank of that quite a while ago, and then I got every other rank for it. So now when I'm travelling without a companion, which for me is all the time, I take 30% less damage, I can carry 100 pounds more of equipment, and I deal 25% more damage. I got the maximum rank of Blacksmith, which is how I could get my hydraulic braces for the power armor, and I also got maximum rank of Armorer, which is how I could get reactive plates for it. And it means that my regular armor is also a lot stronger. What else did I get? I got the maximum rank of Chem Resistant, so now I'm immune to Chem Addiction, which is great. I got the last rank of Rooted, so now when I'm stood still, I haven't harm any melee attackers that might attack me with anything. And the last thing really is I got rank 3, which is the last rank of Life Giver, so I got an extra 20 points of HP, and I slowly regenerate health. So now that all that's been covered, which is a lot, Harold Punchparty is pretty buff right now, which is kind of why I'm pretty sure, if I go quickly into my settings, I changed the difficulty to very hard, because it is now comically easy with how powerful he is. So I'm guessing that Virgil is just gonna go and carry on going on about all this stuff. I mean, we figured out last time that he tends to bang on a bit about, well, just, I know it's all important, but he could just get to the point, so I'm just kind of gonna skip ahead with all his dialogue and give you guys the rundown on what he's trying to say. Okay, so what Virgil has done is he's given me these plans to build some kind of device which I need to help me like teleport into the Institute. And this part of the game is where the factions really start to play in, because I can either talk to the Minutemen, I can talk to the Railroad, or I can talk to the Brotherhood of Steel to help me out with building this thing. I'm going to talk to the Railroad, because I do like the Minutemen. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with them, but I do also quite like the Railroad, and I think they're really good guys for what they do. Plus, obviously, as I said, they help out synths. And, I mean, everyone really deserves a chance. Plus, Nick Valentine's a synth, and if they can do anything to help him out, then I'm definitely going to be siding with them. As for the Brotherhood of Steel, Do you need something? If I want to put it lightly, I guess I well, alright, so the railroad have kind of agreed that, like, yeah, we'll help you build this thing. So I've given it over to Tinker Tom, who's like the engineer kind of guy, as you can, well, as anyone who knows Tinker Tom will probably be able to tell, because he's a little bit loopy, like all the best scientists, and he said that we need to take the parts over to Mercer Safe House, which is this big place you may remember I came across quite early in the game, because I managed to clear it out for the railroad, and now it's theirs. So this will definitely be a big enough space for the teleporter. So now I need to build some stuff. Stabilized reflector platform, that's the first bit I need. I'll just whack it down there. Okay, wire this into the same power grid as the beam emitter. I'm guessing that's another part that I'll need. I guess Tinker Tom will have more if I go and talk to him. Okay, so Tinker Tom's given me a lot of stuff to do. I need to build the console, the relay dish, the beam emitter, and there's a bunch of optional stuff. I need to search for a biometric scanner, a sensor module, and a circuit board. So I kind of want to do the optional objectives just to see if I get anything extra from them. Where is it recommending I go? Well, that would be a military place for the circuit boards. There's a hospital I can go to. And what about this? Oh, hold on. There's a marker somewhere for Hubris Telecom site. Okay. How is that a telecom site? It's a frickin' comic book shop. Well, primarily a publishing house, Hubris Comics had begun to expand into radio, television, and toys. That explains the whole telecoms bit then. And it does also kind of explain the Silver Shroud radio signal that I've been hearing quite a few times when I've been going around that area. Okay, quick update on the status of the optional objectives, since I've been searching for this sensor module for about 20 minutes now. Hubris Comics, and it turns out the sensor module was behind an expert locked door, so I've had to search around for other places where it might be, but I do know that turrets and robots are likely to have sensor modules on them, so I've just been going around to places where turrets and robots tend to hang around and seeing if I can find any. But I have found a circuit board, not that one, it was a different one, and I also found the other thing that I was looking for. I can't remember what it was, but it was the biometric scanner, that's it. So now I just have the sensor module to look for, but it should be around here somewhere. Although I didn't know these guys were still here. Let's see how easy it is to take these guys out. I mean, I do have this on very hard, as I've checked quite a few times, because I thought this is just too simple. You see? I also checked how much damage I actually do with my punches while wearing this thing. 131 points of damage. That's pretty intense, and I'm pretty sure that's not even when I'm standing still. Oh, beg pardon, that was when I wasn't wearing this power armor. Whilst I am wearing this power armor, my punches do 197 damage per punch. So, that's something, alright. I'm half an hour into this search now, I think, and I still haven't found the frickin' sensor module. Why is it, whenever you're looking for something specific, like, just in real life, like, for instance, where's my car keys? Why is it, whenever you're specifically looking for something, you can never find it? I'm just, oh god. I'm not going to let this annoy me, because then otherwise I'm just going to get angry. And I don't want that. I know that place. That's General Atomics headquarters. Or Galleria. Close enough. That place is filled with robots. There's bound to be a sensor module somewhere in here. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What a great time that was. But I have leveled up, so that's one thing. So now I'm level 46, and I can get the maximum rank of Iron Fist. Punching attacks now do double damage, and criticals in VATS will paralyze my opponent. Ah, the paralyzing palm shall return. Nearly an hour and a half into trying to find this bloody sensor module, and I still haven't found one yet. But I've leveled up. Again. I feel like I'm going to hit level 50 by the time I find one of these things. Oh, is that bloody mess rank 4? When an enemy explodes, nearby enemies may suffer the same fate. Well, I haven't really seen it happen very often, but it could come in pretty handy. Okay, I finally got a sensor module, and it only took me Hour and 40 minutes, god damn it. But I do have one, and I'm sure it will come in something handy anyway. I mean, I do like to investigate optional objectives, because you never know what you might get from them, so I figured that I may as well make the effort to go and find one. And it's a good thing that I can just keep all that stuff out, because, my god, that took a long time to get. Okay, time to get building. So, let's see what else I need. I need one of these, which is probably gonna... Oh, okay. So that goes on first. Military-grade circuit board, yeah. That's gonna need a lot of power. Okay. Relay dish. I'm guessing that goes somewhere on the top, maybe? What else do I need? I'll need that control console by the looks of it, for the biometric scanner. And then where does this go? I can't seem to get it. Oh, hold on. I'll just put that down somewhere. You can go there. Alright, what else do I need? Power up the signal interceptor. Okay. How am I supposed to do that with 20 power? Well, it's not exactly the prettiest looking power grid in the world, but it works. Which is one thing. Hang on. It says I still need to power this up, so... Is that gonna... Oh, hold on. I know what I can do. There we go. Now everything is fully functional. Let's see what I need to do now. Oh, I've got to power up the console. For God's sake, now everything's powered up. Looking pretty good. Alright, what's the plan, Desdemona?
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, you need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has.
Ooh.
It's time you learn about Patriot.
What's Patriot?
I like the name. Sounds encouraging.
There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives.
Or her.
His name? We've never had a way to contact him, so we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan
Interesting.
works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
I've got a lot of stuff to do while I'm inside this institute. I suppose I'll try.
I'll do my best.
Tom,
I've got to look for this Patriot person. I've got to get that serum for Virgil. There's a lot I need to look out for.
And probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
I'm not good at lying, yeah.
I'm no good at lying.
Do your best, and hold out as long as you can. We can't ask for anything more. Stand on the...
Alright then.
I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal, and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
Alright then. I suppose the first thing I should do is quick save it in case anything goes horribly wrong. Right. Stand on this little doohickey. And then we'll see what's going on.
We got it.
Oh god! So, what do I do now? This looks very fancy. I want to take a look around, I think. That looks like just tool stuff. Gotta take that duct tape, even though I think I've got like 200 adhesive. May as well. I mean, it's used for everything nowadays. Oh. But... What?
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Who is this father?
I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
Well, it looks like the infiltration of the Institute is going to have to wait. I don't even think I can get around there. Like, they already seem to know I'm there. And more importantly, they seem to know who I am. So I don't think that's going to happen. This kind of makes me think of Mothership Zeta.
What you think of us.
Like just how high-tech everything is.
I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Is there something I need to see?
Institute.
Oh, this is all underground?
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival.
That's quite impressive.
Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground.
Which is
Someday,
evident.
perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground.
I'm not entirely sure I trust this guy.
As you've seen, things above are unstable.
For want of a
I'd
better
like
word.
to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
That's not him. It is. Is it?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Really?
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Oh, I don't like this.
We're leaving this place. Together. Okay, Sean?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Sean, open the door.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
I don't like this.
Damn it. Sean, open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
No, come on. We've got to go. You.
S923, recall code Cirrus.
He's not real. He's a...
Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype.
Oh, what the fuck are you doing?
We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please.
So they made a copy of Sean?
I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't, for one thing.
I would be powerless to stop you.
I want answers, asshole. Now.
Under the circumstances, I will forgive your vulgarity, but I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Bullshit.
Is it? After all the things you've seen and experienced in the Commonwealth? Think about it. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years?
It does kind of look a bit like how Punchparty, like with the ears and
Here I
a bit with the face and all that.
raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Ugh.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of...
So that's why they stole Sean as a baby?
I think I see where this is going.
Then perhaps you already understand why it was necessary for the Institute to acquire me. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course, but it had all become corrupted.
So they needed a freshly preserved baby.
Radiation affected
That's a
everyone,
bit sick,
even in their attempts to shield themselves.
and not in
from
a good way.
Members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
I don't like this.
I don't believe you. There's no way any of this is true.
I wish there was something to say. I know this isn't what you wanted.
You're damn right it's not.
The only truth I can offer you.
You're my son? Then prove it. Now.
I've already told you how I came to be here. I don't know what further proof I can offer that would convince you. I've shown you my trust. Your weapons haven't been confiscated, and I...
What weapons? I also stand unarmed before you.
Let's just talk.
We have nothing to talk about.
I had certainly hoped we could work together. But every man must make his own decisions. If you choose to leave, I cannot force you to... Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the relay, where you will be sent back to the surface. But from that point, you must be considered hostile. I am sorry. I must think first...
I did not raise my son. Well, I didn't, but the point is, I did not want Sean / Harold Punchparty III to be some pencil-pushing egghead. So you can go fuck yourself. Okay, we're back. I'm in the ruins of CIT. Ah, yes, of course. That is obviously where the thing comes back. The relay. Burning cover. I'm guessing that's got to do with something about what I just did. I've got a lot of side quests to do. Oh, well, I failed it anyway. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I've got a lot to do, though. So that's pretty clearly established. So I think I'm not very far away from beating this game, if the amount of trophies I have left to get is anything to go by. So I do have plans for what I want to do for my second to last video. But until then, I will see you guys later.